Good afternoon everybody, here's a short video just to post an update on the continuing journey of Frankentool, which has been weaving around the UK, enabling people to remove their damper rods and drill them when fitting the YSS fork upgrade kit. Subject of numerous previous videos. For the uninitiated into this not so secret society, I've fabricated a tool which goes down the fork tube and it locates in the top of the damper rods, enabling the extended Allen key there on the bottom right of the picture with a 1/2-inch drive on it to be put into the bottom of the fork slider and to undo the Allen bolt that holds the fork slider on. And obviously the purpose of this is to be able to remove the damper rods and drill them, enlarge the two holes that are in them, which then allows the emulators in the YSS fork upgrade kit to do their job, because if the damper rods are not drilled, whilst it's billed by people as being a plug and play thing, it's not. The damper holes need to be drilled to effectively negate the original damping system and allow the emulators to do their job. It results in a better ride as per previous videos. So Frankentool has now just assisted in another job to be done. As you can see here, the photos are with the fork tubes completely removed, and basically by removing the fork tubes, emptying the oil out of them, they can be held upside down with Frankentool stuck inside, and the T-shape on the end of the bar enables you to put your feet on them, actually, on the bar, and hold it in place, and the nut at the end of the tool stops the damper from turning. There's a possibility that the damper will just spin along with the Allen bolt. Some people have used broom handles, I have in the past, you know, and shove them down and push them, but I couldn't get my damper rod out, one of them, so I made that tool. So the deal is, you get the tool sent to you for free in the UK, and you get the little Allen bolt attachment as well. And the deal is that when called upon by the next person who wants to do this modification, the deal is that you then send them Frankentool and little friend, the Allen key, that you send it to them. It costs about £5 to send to the next person if you use every couriers, and it's a robust thing as long as you just tape the Allen key to Frankentool, bit of cardboard around it, and then you send it off to the next person. So at the moment, Mr. Wharton has used it, got his bike back together. As you can see from this photo above, he's enlarged the holes in the damper rods, and effectively what that's doing is to, as I say, it negates the fairly crude damping system on the bike, which is basically forcing oil through a very small hole. The YSS kit comes with a progressive spring. It's got the emulator, which is a very high-tech addition to it, and which fulfills the damping function. And it does, if you've seen my previous videos, I have tested the bike with the YSS kit in undrilled, with undrilled dampers, and then I came home and immediately took it to bits again, drilled out the dampers and did exactly the same route, same bump, same speed bump, same manhole covers, you name it, and without a shadow of a doubt the ride is better if the original damper rods are drilled, and allowing the emulator that comes with the kit. If you buy this YSS fork kit, you'll see the emulators are a very precision piece of engineering that go into the oil, the damping oil, and they do a far better job. It's a much better quality ride. Lots of people have done this modification now, and in my opinion, and in fact YSS original instructions, and I believe the instructions still issued with the kit in Australia, it recommends drilling the damper rods. So this isn't speculative, it's not an experiment. They used to recommend it. I suspect that they realise that it's a bit of a faff drilling them out, and then they began to market them as a plug and play thing. But to get the full benefit from the YSS kit, the use of Frankentool and Friend, and then drilling the damper rods like that picture above, will enable those emulators to do the job properly. And here it is, there's the bike back together. As you saw in the earlier photo, it's quite easy to put the bike on the centre stand, jack it up with a suitably, protected with a bit of wood underneath, and remove the fork tubes. It's not a difficult job. It's a bit messy. Obviously you've got oil and so on, but if you apply yourself, as is obvious from these pictures, you can do it without ending up with oil all over your block paving or your gravel or your driveway. And then it's just a case of putting the damper rods back in onto the fork tubes and tighten up, and that's it. You put this Frankentool in to assist with the tightening. There's a copper sealing washer under the Allen bolts, so you don't need to put any gunge in or anything, and that's the job done. So Frankentool is out there. I've got the email address of the person that's just done this job and sent me the pictures today. Thank you very much. And if anybody wants to do that modification, all you've got to do is just drop me an email, and I will then pass on the email address of the person that's currently got the tool, and it will be sent to you free of charge, on the proviso that when called upon, sounds a bit when called upon, it's like a secret society. It's like the Freemasons. When you're called upon, then you must pass it on to the next member of this exclusive club. So there you have it. Thanks for the photos, I appreciate that, and I hope this helps people in making a decision about doing the YSS fork upgrade properly. In the meantime, take care. It's a bit chilly today. I was going to take my Royal Enfield out, and it's just too cold and wet and horrible. So if you are out on your bike, take care, and I'll post again soon. Bye for now.